Hello friends, in our previous videos we have seen different agencies of education. That means family, school and community. Now in this video let us understand the most important agency of education, that is state. Now what does state means? State is an organization which rules by means of a supreme government over a territory. It maintains order through common laws. Means in particular state is having different common laws, and state is a supreme government which is elected by the people of the particular state and which is located in particular geographical area. Now again, the state may be defined as an organized political community with government recognized by the people. Means the government which govern the particular state is recognized or chosen or elected by the people staying in that particular state. And state is a particular political community or group of people is handling particular state or govern the particular state. State is having certain characteristics. Population. As in India, we have different states, and in different state we have different or number of people staying in the state. So state has certain population. Territory. Different states are located in different geographical areas. So particular state represent particular geographical area. Government. State is governing by some people or some group of people. So some type of government is there or some type of group of people governing particular state. Permanence. Government may change but the state remains permanent. Sovereignty. In the preamble of the constitution, we have accepted our country India as a sovereign country, democratic country and secular country. Then system of laws. As group of people governing particular state or we are electing them to govern particular state. So the state is having certain system of laws to follow by the members of particular state. Now, there are different functions of state. First is formulation of national education plan. As state is the most important agency of education, state has to plan the framework of particular level of education. Then state is providing certain aims and objectives of particular level of education. There are different levels of education like primary level, secondary level, higher secondary level, university level. So it's a duty or function of state to plan or provide state members different aims and objectives to be followed to work the different levels of education. Then vocational education. State also provides state members with some vocational courses, laying down educational policies. To reform the education, state has to form certain educational policies like Radhakrishnan Commission, Mudliar Commission, Kothari Commission was there. National policy on education was there. We have national curriculum framework 2005, 2014, 2016. So these are all educational policies formed by the state government. Appointment of educational committees and commissions. So all these educational policies and commissions are held under the chairmanship of particular committee members. That means in Radhakrishnan Commission, it is also called as University Commission, but the chairman of Radhakrishnan Commission or University Commission is Radhakrishnan. So the name of University Commission is also Radhakrishnan Commission. Similarly, Mudliar Commission is the secondary education commission, but this commission is held under the chairmanship of Dr. Mudliar. So this commission is called as Mudliar Commission. framing of curriculum and syllabus. So, state is the only one who decides national education plan, who decides aims and objectives of particular educational level and decides the curriculum or curriculum framework, and according to this curriculum they made the syllabus of particular level of education. Then arrangements for certain scholarship to attract students towards the education, state providing certain scholarships to the students like pre-matric scholarship, post-matric scholarship, national fellowship and scholarship for higher education of SC/ST students, Indira Gandhi scholarship, merit scholarship for SC/ST OBC students, then provision of establishing school. Then state has certain government schools also, government colleges also, and they are giving permissions for private colleges and institutions also. Provision of equipment. State also provides certain equipments to the institutions. Standard books. With the help of aims and objectives, state decides certain curriculum and syllabus for particular level, and according to that curriculum and syllabus state forms certain standard books. Then planning, directing and controlling educational activities. So in planning state prepares national education plan certain aims and objectives for particular level, and then direct how to activate all these, or how to implement all these aims and objectives, or how to implement the curriculum and syllabus, and they control over these activities. Means like we know, to control or to check the quality of higher education, state or national, in our India we have NAC, that means National Assessment Accreditation Council. This council visit the higher education institute and check the quality of that institutes and give them certain grades. Appointment of supervisors, research and experimentation. So state also provides research and some extension activities. They also provide certain fellowships for research and experimentation like JRF, some PhD fellowship like that. Then establishing state institutes of education. Then educational reforms. Through these different policies, committees, commissions, state trying to reform the education of different level. Then educational schemes. State has different educational schemes like Operation Blackboard, midday meal program, providing free books, providing free passes to the students. Then protection of minority rights. Then adult education programs are also held by the state government. So these are the references which I used to prepare this video. Thank you.